Hey everybody, MRP here. Just thought I'd do a quick vape update. Um, what's going on, what I have. So here we are. First things first, made a purchase recently over at Good Profits and got some of their standard resistance atomizers, stainless steel. They were $3.99. So keep an eye out for him for some sales. I also got a 510 extension. I believe I got it from over there. What this is useful for, I found, which I actually saw, was I do have an Ego tank system that I use on a daily basis. That's my work travel kit. Take 3 tanks to work, a little bit of juice to refill the tanks if I go through them. But I find that at work I'm only using about a tank full. I did, I don't know if you can even see that on cam, but I did go ahead and take out both shields in there, and I find that it's a much better draw. I'm not getting, any juice or anything like that. Do get a little condensation buildup, but, nothing a twisted napkin and clean that out can't fix. But a much better draw I found without the shields in there. Cut that tip over at Vapor Thompson's review of the follow-up review of the tank. I did actually take them out prior to that, but he confirmed it on his review, and then I kept that up, and it seems to be a good tip. So if you have a tank, if you remove the 2 shields, you get a much better draw because you're getting all that volume up through the air chamber here. The 510 extension, great for screwing this tank system on pretty much anything you have. Straighten out the mouthpiece. And give it a vape. So Ego T on a Saber Touch with a 510 extension. 510 extension, good accessory to have in your vaping arsenal. I also recently invested in a 1300 mAh brother battery from Avid Vapor. Let me get my finger out of the way. .com. $34.99, a little steep for a 1300 mAh battery. But I didn't realize it does come with some cone thread, so I can get a cone to cover that if I want to do a little bit more slimline. But I don't mind it as it is. It's a stainless steel. Charged it. 1300 mAh battery, so we'll do some follow-ups on that. I just got it today. No fancy packaging or anything, just your standard box here. But it's definitely a nice unit, nice and small, as compared to an Ego. This is actually a pass-through, so a little longer than an Ego battery. I have a standard battery handy, but that's what you're looking like thread to thread. So this is the standard sort of Ego battery, but it's a little longer because it's a pass-through. And there you go with your 1300 mAh battery. So $34.99, I think it was a good investment. Still rocking my little box mod I made. It's very nice, very small, easy to use, great to carry around the house. First revision, I removed the light. I put the little LED, as you can see, a little extra drill hole right there. And I found that my hand was blocking it, and I like to see when the thing fires, so I moved it to the side where I usually hold it in my right hand, the button on the top, so I can see when that fires. And the other addition was that I went ahead and removed the screw, and I had a couple of round magnets, and I went and just chipped the magnet with a pair of side cutters, and put 2 pieces of magnet in there, so now I've got a little magnetic back. Doesn't quite flush, if there's probably epoxy moved, but again, magnetic back, so it's not really going anywhere. Battery's not going to fall it or anything. So first small box mod, so we're modifying it as we go and making things a little better. I did use the hold tab on the for the battery. I thought that was a nice little tip I picked up on YouTube, some of these reviews. Nothing fancy on the circuitry. Move that tab out of your way. Nothing fancy in the circuitry, just a basic 3.7, with a little white LED off to the side there, resisted. Using the protected Trustfire 14500 batteries. And so that's my box mod. So it's a nice little small one. I was actually kind of took my time and picked out some of the right parts to go ahead and get that put together instead of rushing it. The top, again, to be decided a little better. That epoxy's kind of a bad job, but for a home unit, it's perfect for throwing in my pocket and carrying around the house. And the actual connection's a little recessed from this little lip, which I left relatively undisturbed. Figure I'd use it, just protects it a little bit more. When you're setting it down, gets it up off the counter. It does sort of keep the juice in place too, if someone were to run off the side there. So the 1300 mAh battery. Last thing I have on the list for this review is I won some blueberry cinnamon crumble from Stu Bear on his show. 6 mils. Vaped every little bit of it and went back for more. So I got another 15 mil from the Vapor Room of the cinnamon crumble, 50/50. I did go with a 24 milligram because it's kind of nice to have a nice high nic vape. Because this isn't my all-day vape, it's a little, well, I guess it's not that thick, but it started out pretty thick. Not an all-day vape, but it's great when you come home and you want to just kind of end the day. Nice strong vape. It's great. The cinnamon is excellent. Cinnamon and blueberry, you wouldn't think would be a great combination, but it is. And the Vapor Room, in addition to that, they had a $10 30 mil. I vaped a very little bit, but I have the apple pie in 24 milligram as well. That's a 50/50 mix as well. That's a great apple flavor. It's going to take a little while for the flavors to come out. Good apple flavor, not much on the pie part, like I would expect some kind of a crust or something in there, but nonetheless, $10, 30 mils, good flavor. And since I was a first-time customer at the Vapor Room, they threw an additional 15 milliliter for free of the English Toffee 24 milligram, and that again is a 50/50 mix. And I'm not sure if you can tell on cam, but it's kind of a full bottle. But it's a 50/50, and it's almost perfectly mixed. It's not very thick at all for a 50. And then lastly, as a bonus, they threw in blue cotton candy. Again, a 50/50 24 milligram as another bonus freebie sampler in the box. So a good investment. I mean, I bought a 15 and a 30, and ended up with an additional 15 and an additional 3 for free. So that was great. And you can find them at thevaporroom.net. Vaporroom.net. Black card, tough to see on the cam here, but another good website. Their juices are fantastic. I'm having great luck with them, and they give good flavors. So that's about it for now. Have a good day. Vape on. Thanks for watching.